Hello guys, welcome to navigating the Frecomomas features jungle with the trading parrot. In today's video, we're gonna cover the most common frequently asked questions from the community. Make sure that you're subscribed to the channel so you don't miss any of the future videos. The first question is, what are cryptocurrency trading bots and how do they work? First of all, trading bots are not magical. They're meant to automate trading by executing strategies based on user-defined rules. Typically, based on observation, you might identify a specific alpha or opportunity in the market that applies to a single or multiple cryptocurrencies at once. In the context of bot trading, those tend to be called as buy and sell signals. But in a nutshell, it's just a combination of technical indicators triggering once the conditions are met. Those conditions are defined by the user, the bot master, the mind behind creating the strategy. And on Frecomomas, you have two big groups. For example, on Frecomomas, DCA and grid bots that can both act on bullish and bearish markets. Question number 2. What type of bots Frecomomas has to offer? There are two main types of bots on Frecomomas, the DCA bot and the grid bots. DCA bot stands for dollar cost averaging, also known as a martingale strategy. The intention of a DCA bot is once it has entered on a deal, if the price goes against you, for example, you are on a bot taking long trades and you take a deal at $3, but the price continues the pullback to $2, causing you to be in a drawdown. Thanks to the DCA bots, you can automate placing orders at lower prices, helping the deal to lower down the average entry price. With every single order to the downside getting filled, getting that price lower means that once the price bounces back up, your average can enter the profit area way quicker than if your strategy runs with a single order. In this sense, grid bots are different. This type of bot places orders not just below the price, but also it can do it above the price. The intention of the grid bot, no matter if you go up or down, you're capitalizing on that volatility. And that's why the grid bots are considered the best bots for sideways markets. And although in the big picture I do agree with that statement, I still think that grid bots have a lot more to offer than just in the sideways markets. You can watch the video appearing on the top or find the link in the description where I'm presenting different ways that you can use grid bots in a bull market. But the list of bots doesn't really stop there. Frecomomas has also support for AI grid bots. In order to increase the safety of this type of bots, AI can come in play, do the statistics and the math to find the best settings to run your grid bot. Of course, always do your own research and review the settings that the bot is offering you to make sure that they go with your preference and risk aversion. Frecomomas also offers access to futures bots. As opposed to spot bots, these ones, in addition, offer settings for your futures perpetuals, parameters to be able to specify whether you want to use isolated or cross, and the amount of leverage that you want your strategy to run. The third question is automation better than manual trading? And I love this question. I have personally started doing a lot more of manual trading, but nothing can replace my bots. And that is because as a swing trader, I barely manage to find time to trade on the 4-hour time frame. I used to have time to trade on the 15 minutes, but it's really demanding and it usually requires you to sit in front of the screen for very long periods of time. And at critical times, you need to make sure that you can focus, get no distractions, to make sure that you don't miss an entry or even worse, miss an exit. The clear advantage of bot trading is that they can work 24/7. And indeed, you don't have to choose. In Frecomomas, you can use smart trades to trade manually, as well as also running some trading bots that can take advantage of the automation and effectiveness of these tools. A second advantage of trading bots is that they can really execute complex ideas. Sometimes we think, in this chart it looks amazing, the conditions to buy. And my alpha consists on this indicator being below this threshold. On that time frame, the coin needs to be in an uptrend. We shouldn't be above X price. And the list can become really complex and challenging for a human being to execute effectively. For a trading bot, that is pretty much what they are designed to do. And once you identify the entry conditions, your exit conditions, your DCA settings, stop loss, take profit, trailing, and all of those things, you pretty much need to just spend a few minutes filling the settings, and once it's switched on, it will run for as long as you want and without needing to take any breaks. One very important point for trading bots is the fact that Frecomomas doesn't really have access to the funds. It operates by using an API key that sends the instructions to the exchange, but no withdrawal can happen thanks to that API key. I personally measure the success of my bots depending on the strategy. Shorter time frames, for example, a bot that runs on the 15 minutes, you should be seeing deals happening very frequently. And I use the Frecomomas interface to monitor them from the website or also using the mobile app, and I pay attention to statistics like the daily P&L, the profit and loss. For longer time frame strategies, those ones are the ones that I really like, because rarely they take a trade, but when they do, the trade can last for a few days open until it really takes profit, and it gives me a sense of additional confidence to know that it's using a much safer approach to trading. So for those more conservative bots, I tend to look at the P&L once a month or even less frequent. I think it's a great idea if you have a look at the free trial currently offered by Frecomomas. You can see that the free trial already offers pretty good value. But if you are ready for the upgrade, there's also the Pro and the Expert tiers. If you're new to Frecomomas, it's a must-do to try the tools using paper trading and explore all the different tools before starting any real money bots. Make sure that you have a look at the link in the description, which is currently offering an exclusive discount. Guys, thanks so much for watching. See you on the next one. Bye-bye.